Far inside the Siberian Arctic stands Norilsk, a city built on metal, but surrounded by poison. The air here is so heavy with toxic metal particles and sulfur dioxide that snow doesn't fall white, it falls black. The surrounding forests have been killed by acid rain, creating a barren ring known as the dead zone. For weeks every winter, the sun never rises at all. Breathing here is equivalent to smoking dozens of cigarettes a day. And yet, more than 170,000 people remain. Why? Because Norilsk sits atop one of the world's richest nickel and palladium reserves. The mines are dangerous, but they provide jobs, food, and survival. For many residents, escaping Norilsk isn't a choice. It's a dream out of reach. High in the mist-shrouded Khasi hills of northeast India lies a village with a destiny written in water. Mawsynram is the wettest inhabited place on Earth, receiving over 11 meters of rainfall every year, enough to swallow a 3-story building. But in Mawsynram, rain doesn't fall, it attacks. It arrives as a relentless wall of water, slamming rooftops with such deafening force that residents build thick grass coverings just to dampen the noise. Roads dissolve into mud. Schools close for days. Villagers often keep umbrellas inside their homes because even the strongest roofs surrender to the monsoon. So why stay? Because the land is impossibly fertile. Because the culture is ancient. And because their roots reach deeper than the storms that define this place. To the people of Mawsynram, the rain isn't a threat. It is a companion. High in the Peruvian Andes lies La Rinconada, the highest city on Earth, perched at an astonishing 5,100 meters above sea level. Here, oxygen is so scarce that simply walking down the street feels like climbing a mountain. New arrivals often collapse within hours from altitude sickness. Temperatures never rise above freezing. There is no running water. No sewage system. Garbage piles up across the icy streets preserved by the cold. So why do thousands stay? Because beneath the ice lies gold. Miners risk their lives for tiny flecks of the metal, chasing a dream that many will never achieve. But the hope of fortune, no matter how small, is powerful enough to keep La Rinconada alive. Here, survival is a challenge. But hope is stronger. Off the coast of Japan lies Miyakojima, an island built atop an active volcanic system. In 2000, a violent eruption forced a full evacuation. When residents returned, they discovered something alarming. The volcano had not stopped releasing gas. Today, sulfur dioxide still seeps from underground vents, poisoning the air. Loudspeakers across the island broadcast gas warnings. and residents must keep gas masks within arm's reach at all times. Some days, stepping outside without one is life-threatening. Yet the people returned. Not because it's safe, but because this island is home. A place where roots run deeper than fear. Where India and Bangladesh meet the sea lies the Sundarbans, a vast tangled mangrove forest and one of the most dangerous places on Earth. It is home to the Royal Bengal tiger, a predator that has learned to hunt humans. Fishermen, honey collectors, and wood gatherers enter the forest knowing that they may not return. Entire communities live under the shadow of these silent hunters. And yet more than 4 million people rely on this fragile ecosystem for survival. The forest gives them fish, honey, timber, and fertile land. Leaving would mean abandoning everything. In the Sundarbans, danger is not an enemy, it is a neighbor. Dalol sits in the Danakil Depression, the hottest inhabited place on Earth. Here, temperatures regularly exceed 50 degrees Celsius. Shade is nearly non-existent. The landscape is surreal, boiling neon green acid pools, sulfur lakes, and steaming geysers that look more alien than earthly. Water is scarce. And yet people live here. The Afar people mine salt in blistering heat, carving thick slabs by hand and transporting them across the desert by camel, a tradition older than many civilizations. In Dalol, survival is not just a necessity, it is a heritage.